Hey, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the opportunity and the time that you're spending with me. Uh, I know we just had a study with El Perminda and we still have one. So it's a busy day for you all. Um,
Ngiyanamkela nonke and ndithanda ukudlulisa la magama ukuthi ndiyabulela ukuthi nichithe ixesha lenu nemini yenu nam. Ndiyayazi ukuthi sigqiba ukuba nesifundo noMdali uPhamanda and ndiyaqonda ukuthi kubhizi kakhulu.
Today we're going to have only one study. Usually we have two, but we're going to do one today.
Namhlanje ke sizoba nesifundo esisodwa. Ngamaxesha amaninzi siye sibe nezifundo ezimbini, kodwa namhlanje sizoba nesisodwa nje kuphela.
So I hope we have all been following the latest developments and not only at the Sunday Law Message.
Ndiyathemba ukuthi sibekade silandela i-developments zomyalezo ezibe khona, hayi kuphela ezomyalezo weMthethosonto.
I hope we can have a study that it's a little bit interactive. I want to hear from you as well.
Ngiyafisa ukuthi singaba nesifundo sizokwazi ukuthi sikwazi ukuxoxisana khona. Ngifuna ukuva nokuthi nani niphi na.
So if I may ask, you already had a previous study uh, from Sunday Law speakers?
Ngifuna ukuva kuni ukuthi nike naba nezifundo ezibakhona from abantu abafundisa ngomthethosonto.
Yes.
Who was
Yebo,
it?
Curtis.
ngubani?
Can you repeat? Sorry, couldn't get that.
It was Curtis.
It was Curtis. How long ago was it?
Kubunini apho khethe sebefundisa khona?
More or less.
Last year.
I'm not
Last year.
sure. Yeah, it was last year. Yes.
It was last year.
Years.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. So the reason we are still having Sunday Law messages, as far as I understand it,
Isizathu sokuthi sibe nazo izifundo ezithetha ngomthethosonto, isizathu esisilandelayo.
by Sunday Law messages, I mean this round of speakers going to every ministry.
Mangithi ke iy'fundo zomthethosonto ngifuna ukuthi kahle kahle aba bantu bahambe befundisa umhlaba jikelele ngezifundo sizibiza ngomthethosonto, Sunday Law.
It's because we want to make sure we are all on the same page and we understand the things that have transpired.
Sifuna ukuqonda okanye sifuna ukwenza ukuthi abantu baqonde okanye sibe sephejini elilodwa ukuthi kwenzakalani emhlabeni.
And also because in reviewing, we actually get more light.
Kakhulu xa sesiphinda izifundo siye sifumane ukukhanya okukhulu.
We make sure we are in the right track and foundation.
Okwenza ukuthi sikwazi uzibona ukuthi sisendleleni nasesisekelweni esona silungileyo.
And because the better we understand the Weimar that's behind us in the past, the better we understand the future one.
Xa sikwazi ukuqonda i-waymark esidlule kuyo, kulula ukuthi sikwazi ukuqonda leyo engaphambili.
Okay. One other thing that I wanted to say
Yenye yezinto engibifuna uzithetha
is that Let me try to think about it.
ngizama ukuyicingisisa kahle.
Well, we may touch that later. Let's skip it for now.
Sizozama ukuyithinta makuhamba isikhathi masiyeke kwamanje.
I don't know if everyone is able to turn their mics or write in the chat.
Angazi ukuthi wonke umuntu uyakwazi uku-switcha on i-mic zabo bathethe and okanye babhale egruphini.
But
Yes.
I want to make some questions now.
Ndifuna ukwenza imibuzo.
We are in May of 2026.
SikuMeyi ngoku aba 2026.
In about 2 months, we're going to have a 2-year anniversary of the Sunday Law.
Nge 2 months nje sobe sine anniversary ye Sunday Law.
So yeah, we're supposed to be already understanding how the Sunday Law studies work.
Faka ngoku sibe siyaqonda ukuthi ezifundo ze-Sunday Law zihamba kanjani.
Sorry about that. So I would like to know, what do you think what are the proofs that any of you use personally to understand the Sunday Law being July 18th, 2024?
Ndifuna uqonda kumbuzo ke ukuthi ndifuna uqonda ukuthi zeziphi iziqinisekiso eninazo okanye i-proof eninazo nina ninodwa ukuthi uJulayi umthethosonto na.
We have Quintus Fabius Maximus Judges.
Doreen othi usebenzisa Quintus Fabius Maximus Judges.
Perfect. So I'm going to put it here. So we're talking about the Sunday Law. We're not going to discuss so much about the dates now. It is July 18th, 2024.
Sizothetha ngale subject ye Sunday Law. Asizothetha kakhulu ngama-dates kodwa ke sizothetha ngo-July 18, 2024.
And who was that who said Quintus? I'm gonna put QFMG. Deborah?
Yes.
Perfect. So QFMG, that would be one way to arrive to July 18th, 2024.
So u-QFMG yenye ye-proof esinazo ezingakwazi ukusifikisa pha ku-July 18, 2024.
And there's 3 names in here. Which one gives you confidence that it is July 18th and not November or any other date?
Amathathu ke la magama lapha, leliphi ke ngokwegama elinikeza isiqinisekiso sokuthi ngoJuly, hayi November, hayi December?
It's Quintus.
Doreen says it's Quintus.
I think-
Quintus.
You can go ahead.
No, I'm done. It's Quintus. That's what I think.
Okay, so it's Quintus because of 5th. 5th.
Quintus
Yes.
ngenxa yaka 5th.
But
Then-
5th because it becomes July.
Exactly. And then we have Fabius, which
Sino-Fabius ke?
what is it that the word Fabius provides?
Ingabe uFabius yena usinikeza ntoni? Ntoni? Faba-based
Fabian
election.
gives us the idea of voting.
And yeah.
Yeah, uthi ke uD isinikeza umqondo wokuvota.
And how do you reconcile that Fabius brings about the idea of voting?
Ingabe uzidibanisa kanjani ezi zinto ukuthi uthi uFabius usinikeza uzisa kwindaba yokuvota?
Yet that year, the main time that is related to voting is November, not July.
Xa sijonga kulo nyaka lowo, elona xesha lokuvota nguNovember, hayi uJulayi.
It could be Deborah, it could be any of you. How do you reconcile that? Yes, it means voting, but if we are honest, voting, like the big day of voting, was in November and not July.
Ingabe sizidibanisa kanjani ezi zinto ezi? Ngoba ke uJulayi akuvotwa kodwa kuvotwa ngoNovember, olona suku olukhulu.
Any thoughts from anybody?
Can I give it a try?
Of course.
So it's because of the election cycle that which we are talking about. But in America, it got sealed on July when the Republican Party elected their main candidate. So let me just translate it. So umcabango wami ukuthi kungenxa yokuvota okwenzakalayo iminyaka eyi-4 edlulayo njalo. Kodwa ke eyona into esiyijonga kakhulu into yokuthi i-Republican Party yakhetha uDonald Trump ukuthi ibe nguye umuntu obamelayo.
So notice that what you are emphasizing is not voting per se.
Jonga ke into oyinyanzelisayo ayithethi ngokuvota kakhulu.
You called it election cycle.
Uthethe ngokuvota okwenzakalayo minyaka leyo emine esuke isenza.
We could find out many ways to define it. I'm going to give another one.
Ngizonikeza omnye umzekelo, mininzi esingakwazi uyinikela.
Democratic process.
Ikhona le ibizwa nge-democratic process.
Because the word F of Fabius is not trying to define time specifically.
Eligama lakaFabius alifuni alinikezani ngexesha kakuhle kakuhle.
If I could say it in a different word, the word F is trying to define the theme.
Xa ndingayinikeza elinye igama eligama laka F okanye letter ka F ifuna usinikeza ingqikithi yesihloko.
Like What is the topic in discussion?
Ingabe yini lento esixoxa ngayo, yini le topic esixoxa ngayo? Makes sense.
And what if we go back to Q of Quintus, what that one is talking about is time.
Xa sibuyela mva ke kuQuintus uQ lona yena usixelela ngexesha.
But we have a third one.
Sina le yesithathu.
What does MG help us to in this in this work?
Ingabe ke lo MG usincedisa phi ke yena ke kule nto siyithetha ngayo?
What does it provide?
Isincedisa phi? Maximum flood. It's
Any ideas?
it's about maximum flood, but behind it is the idea of the information overload.
Okay.
Yes. So okay. So MG ke umele maximum flood isikhukhula samanzi, ngamanye amagama ulwazi oluningi kakhulu.
I think behind Maximus Gorgias, there are various things, that he speaks about.
Xa sijonga ke uMaximus Gorgias kuningi osingakhuluma ngakho.
One of those is, for example, Gorgias, in a sense, means that the barriers that were containing, in this case, water, were removed or destroyed.
uGorgias ke ukhuluma okanye uthetha ukuthi izinto ezivimba amanzi, kodwa ke sibona ukuthi zisusiwe ezo zinto ezenza ukuthi amanzi angeqi apho afanele ahambe khona.
Like if this a river and there's a dam that is a wall, preventing that water from overflowing.
Kube khona idami elinedonga eliyenza ukuthi amanzi angadluleli ngaphayana, ukhusela amanzi.
The word Gorgias, by definition, has this element of unrestrained.
Eligama lakaGorgias linalento yokwenza nokukhusela okanye ukugcina ngaphakathi.
Something or someone that should be restraining something, it's unrestrained.
Into efanga ikhusele okanye ikhusele abantu, xa seyisusile ayisakwazi ukukhusela.
So the dam broke down and we have a flood.
For umzekelo idami liyaqhekeka and esibona ke izikhukhula ziba khona.
So it brings about many ideas. We could talk about the way you put it, Thando, information. Someone could say it's about ideology overflowed, etc.
Izisa imiqondo emininzi ke masibuka. Abanye bangathetha ngolwazi oluningi.
But in a way, what I want us to see from MG is that it provides something very specific.
Kodwa into endifuna siyijonge thina apha kwe-MG isinikeza into ethize eqondile.
In order for Quintus Fabius, Maximus Gorgias being one way to arrive to the correct date of the Sunday law
eyenza ukuthi abantu bazokwazi ufinyelela esikhathini eso esilungileyo somthethosonto.
is not enough that it provides time,
Ayanele ukuthi inikeza ngesikhathi.
it has to provide the theme.
Ifanka inikeze kube khona ne-theme ebakhona.
How is this actually going to happen?
Ukuthi lento izokwenzeka kanjani,
But it has to provide something else.
ifanka inikeze ngenye into futhi.
How do you even tie QFMG
Ukuthi ubadibanisa kanjani uQFMG
to the Sunday law itself?
kumthethosonto.
And that's because Maximus Gorgias,
Kungenxa yokuthi uMaximus Gorgias
we could call it is the hook.
yinto oyisebenzisayo ukuloba,
Because it is talking about the ways the king of the north conquers.
ithetha ngendlela yokuthi inkosi lena yasenyakatho izinqoba kanjani ezinye eminye imibuso.
So it brings up about like it shines and it's crying. This is about the king of the north.
Iyakhala igqamile ithi lo jonga lento lena ithetha ngenkosi lena yasenyakatho.
King of the north who's been overflowing for ages.
Inkosi lena yasenyakatho ke ibikade ke idlulela i-overflowa for iminyaka.
But this is the Maximus overflow.
Kodwa ke xesha ke ngoku sibona isenza kugqithelela kunale ndlela ebikade isenza ngayo ngaphambili.
So because it is talking about the king of the north,
Ngenxa yokuthi ithetha ngenkosi lena yasenyakatho,
and we are the final generation,
and thina ke sililungu lokugcina,
we tie it to the last king of the north.
sidibanisa ke nenkosi lena yasenyakatho yokugcina.
I'm going to say something that is not 100% correct.
Ndizothetha ke ngento engaqondile kahle okanye engekho 100% correct.
The last king of the north is the seventh kingdom.
Inkosi yokugcina ile eyesikhombisa, yes7.
But it's not the seventh kingdom in itself. It's actually an entity that controls the seventh kingdom.
Ayithethi ngalo mbuso we7 kahle kodwa ke ithetha ngale nto ebusayo inkosi lena ye7 okanye umbuso lena ye7.
But I would like to summarize this as being, this is the hook.
Ndifuna ukuyishwankathela ngala magama ukuthi yiyona ke into esisebenzisayo ukuloba ke lena ihook.
This is what actually allows you to even think about the possibility. Oh, this is talking about the Sunday law.
Iyo ke into ekunikeza lo mqondo oh le nto lena ithetha ngomthethosonto.
Because the flood idea, it's telling you this is the work of the king of the north.
Ngenxa yokuthi isikhukhula sikuxelela ukuthi ngumsebenzi yenkosi lena yasenyakatho.
Then we don't need to talk about Pyrrhus and why QFMG appears at the correct waymark.
Kungekho sidingo sokuthi ke sithethe ukuthi kutheni iQFMG avele kulo waymark leyo.
That was our initial way to understand that this name was talking about the Sunday law because it was in the right waymark.
Le nto lena ke isisa kwinto yokuthi ibifuna usibonisa nje ukuthi ivela kwi-waymark eyiyona.
So this is one witness, and it stands by its own.
I-witness yokuqala lena,
Yeah, witness or testimony.
or it is a testimony.
But we need at least two,
Sidinga ezimbini
so you can be sure.
ukuthi sikwazi ukuba nesiqinisekiso sakhona.
What is any of you second most important proof to believe the Sunday law was July 18th, 2024?
Ingabe yeyiphi into enina ninayo futhi enye eyenza ukuthi nibe neshoyo ukuthi uJuly 18 it was the Sunday law 2024?
Who has another one?
Revelation 17.
So someone,
Timothy Kilelo, chapter 17.
was that Tammy?
Yes.
Okay. So we have Revelation 17. Deborah brought about QFMG, and now Tammy's bringing about Revelation 17.
Utami ke uthetha ngo-Revelation 17 and sivile ke ngo-July ngo-QFMG.
Now I would like to know what and how does Revelation 17, what is it in Revelation 17 that takes you to July 18th, 2024?
Ingabe yintoni le ku-Revelation 17 ekusa ku-July 18, 2024?
Excuse my background.
Yes.
Maybe a bit noisy.
Maybe what?
No, my background. My background may be a bit noisy.
Okay.
In Revelation 17, you have this relationship between the head and the woman.
Okay, let's give some time for translation.
So uThami uthi xa ujonga kwincwadi yezithilelo ke ukwazi uba nobudlelwane obukhona phakathi kwalo wesifazana nale nebhisi
Head,
nekhanda
woman. Okay.
We understand that this is an illicit relationship. It's not supposed to be there.
Into esifundayo ukuthi ke bubudlelwane obu bungafanele ukuthi bube khona. Iloo nto siyibonayo.
And it's referred to as adultery or fornication.
Ke le nto ke sifunda ukuthi i-adultery, ukurhexeza.
Yes. And this relationship has a beginning.
Mm-hmm.
In that beginning, we associate it with I think the book of Matthew will say that the actual relationship starts before the actual action.
Lo budlelwane ke time kan phindele yona mngani wami. Can you repeat it, please?
With this kind of with this kind of relationship, we say that we use Matthew chapter 5 to say that
Oh,
before the action,
kobudlelwane ke siye sisebenzise
okay,
incwadi yakaMatthew chapter 5 and sithi ke
before the actual action, there
oh,
is a thought.
oh, phambi kokuthi kube khona isehlakalo siba khona, kuba khona ingcinga eba khona.
Like a desire.
Into efana nokurhalela ngamanye amagama.
So that is, yes, so that is where we mark Matthew 18, like there is this desire for this kind of relationship before it actually takes place. As you go forward with the Sunday law, and then you have where it takes action.
Kukhona ke apho iqala khona le ntshisakalo which is kwincwadi kaMatthew and phambi kokuthi ibe khona ke obo budlelwane obo osibona.
So in short, we were trying to figure out the point where this relationship starts, where the woman is sighing or is desiring this head. So we're trying to trace that point, and we see that point as the 18th of July, as Tato has said, the RNC, when the Republican Party candidate was elected.
Did you get it, Pepe? Can you repeat it for me?
Yeah, I think he said because we can trace back that relationship. The beginning seems to be the July 18th RNC.
Kungenxa yokuthi siyakwazi ukuyijonga siyibukele mva le nto ukuthi ubudlelwane buqala apha kweli xesha le-RNC. Yeah.
So before I let Tammy continue, let's try to reconstruct a little bit some of his reasoning.
Masizame ke before ndisiqhubeleke noThami ukuthi uthini kahle kahle.
There is a story in Revelation 17.
Kukho ibali esifumanayo kwincwadi yezityhilelo chapter 17.
And the main character of that story is the woman.
Oyena mntu osimbonayo phambili ulo wesifazana.
And she's represented to us having a relationship more than one time.
Ubonakala ke enobudlelwane nayi kanye kodwa kaningi.
For example, it says that it has a relationship. I'm gonna erase head. It says that it has a relationship with a beast.
Ithi for umzekelo ithi lo wesifazane unobudlelwane nale beast. What's a beast?
The type of relation. Oh, sorry.
No, you can continue. Sorry.
It's okay. The type of relationship that the woman has with the beast is the same kind of relationship that any human has with an animal that we can control.
Ubudlelwane lo wesifazane anabo nesilo lesi iyafana nobudlelwane wonke umuntu abanazo nabo enobudlelwane nesilwanyana.
This relationship between the beast and the woman has an emphasis on control.
Sorry, I cut you off.
I said the emphasis between the relationship between the beast and the woman is control.
or eyona nto esiboniswayo apha phakathi kobudlelwane phakathi kwesilo esi nalo wesifazane ile nto yokuthi ukhona lo ocontrola omnye.
Control not in the sense of abuse, control just by the fact that she directs the beast where to go, what to do.
Ucontrol lona ke hayi ngendlela yokuthi uyahlukumeza, kodwa ke uyamlayela nje ukuthi yenza kanje, hayi sukwenza kanje.
But Revelation 17 has another type of relationship that the woman has.
I-Revelation chapter 17 ke isivezela obunye ubudlelwane lo wesifazane anayo.
And it is with a king.
Lo wesifazane unobudlelwane nenkosi.
And the emphasis of that relationship
Eyona nto esiyibonayo apha kobo budlelwane
between the king and the woman
phakathi kwenkosi nalo wesifazane,
we could define it as a quid pro quo. Is this term known?
No, it's you can just elaborate it.
Okay. So if you allow me just 1 second, I'm gonna just pull out a definition.
Ucacisa ke elgama laka quid pro quo.
So if I use the definition that I just Googled,
Xa ndisebenzisa ke i-definition le ndiyifumene apha kuGoogle ke,
it literally means something for something.
Ithi into, something for something, into ngento,
or this for that.
okanye ndikunikeza into ethile nawe ukhona into onginikeza yona.
It refers to an exchange of goods, services, or favors.
Ithetha ngokutshintsha okanye ngoku-exchange izinto, ingabe ziimpahla, ingaba akhathaliseke ukuthi yintoni, but kutshintsha kwezinto.
In other words, favor for a favor.
Ithetha ngokuthi ndikwenzela into ethile nawe undenzele into ethile, ifavor for a favor.
It is a reciprocal arrangement.
Reciprocal. Kuba khona isivumelwano esiba khona.
So I'm going to erase quid pro quo.
Ndizosusa ke igama laka quid pro quo.
And I'm going to put mutual benefit.
Ndizobeka igama ke elithi mutual benefit.
So if I ask you, which of the two relationships that the woman has, it's sinful?
Can you say that again?
Yeah. We have two relationships, the woman with the beast or the woman with the king.
Noba ke sibheke ubudlelwane obu benkosi okanye obu besilo.
The left side of the symbols, they represent the same thing in the real world.
Xa ujonga ke apha ngase-left, i-beast okanye inkosi zithetha into enye xa ujonga kulo mhlaba siphila kuwo.
By the way, what do they represent in the real world? The beast and the king.
Ingabe ke inkosi nesilo zimele ntoni kulo
Can someone
mhlaba
tell
wethu?
me?
Ingabe ukhona umuntu ongakwazi undixelela?
I think it's government institutions.
Uthi ke buhulumeni, government institutions.
like any government or a specific government institution?
Ingabe noba yeyiphi government okanye i-government ethize what's the government?
Presidency.
The presidency? Cool.
Okay, omnye uthi sisihlalo sobupresident.
So it represents the presidency,
Imele ubupresident.
which is the most powerful institution of the most powerful kingdom.
Eyimele ke isihlalo esinamandla kumbuso onamandla.
Beast or king, they're talking about the same thing.
Mawujonga isilo nenkosi sithetha ngento eyodwa.
Now, coming back to the symbology,
Sibuyela emva ke sizojonga i-symbology.
when you look at these two pictures,
Mawuboka ke izithombe ezimbili.
beast being ridden by a woman or a king having fornication with a woman, which of the two symbols is sinful?
Sawujonga ke isilo inobudlelwane nalo wesifazane okanye inkosi inobudlelwane nalo wesifazane. Ingabe yeyiphi phakathi kwezi zimbili sinful enesono?
Which of the two is the sinful, or both are sinful? What do you think?
I think the first one.
Omnye
first
ke uthi ke eyokuqala.
You mean the beast and the woman is sinful?
Ingabe uthi le ye-beast nalo wesifazana ingabe yileyo enesono? Mutual respect.
Yes.
Of the king and the woman, because the king is married to his people.
Uji uthi ke ile yenkosi nolo wesifazana ngenxa yokuthi le nkosi ishade nabantu bayo.
So the person who said the beast and the woman is also sinful, could you elaborate what is it? What is sinful about it?
Lo othe le yokuqala ye-beast nowesifazane sicela usichazele kabanzi ukuthi khasichazele nje kabanzi ngayo.
Because
The woman is
oh
Sorry, I think it was Cozy, right?
yes, it was me. I
Okay.
think it's because the beast, you said initially that the beast wanted to fulfill its ideas through the woman.
Ubuthe wena isilo esi sifuna ukufezekisa amaphupho waso isebenzisa lo wesifazane.
So let me stop you there.
Mandikumise khonapho.
In between the two symbols, I'm talking about now beast and woman.
Xa sithetha ngezisimbolo ezimbini sithetha
One,
ngeyiphi?
one is an animal,
Enye sisilwane.
but let's use one specific animal just to make it simpler.
Masiyenze zibe lula sithethe ngesilwane esisodwa.
If you had a horse
Xa unesilwane ihashi or imbongolo.
which is that's what the beast is, a powerful animal, horse.
Isilwane simele ihashi isilwane esinamandla.
On top of the horse, a human it's on top. That's the
Phezu
woman.
kwelashi ke unomuntu and lo wesifazana.
Which of the two has ideas and purposes?
Ngowuphi phakathi kwaba babini onenjongo ezithile?
It's a
I'm gonna change.
woman. A woman.
Okay.
It's a woman.
So, great. So the woman is the human entity that has the ideas.
Kuthiwa ngulo
Yes.
wesifazana ke lo ongumuntu one-ideas.
Can we say that the relationship that humans have with horses by controlling them, can we call that sinful?
Ingabe singathi ke ubudlelwane obu umuntu abanabo nesilwane, ingabe ke obudlelwane abufanele busisono? No, we cannot say that.
Now that I think we understand each other, because do you still see it as sinful in any way?
Ingabe uyibona isisono ngandle zethile mhlawumbe?
No.
I mean,
Cha.
if we talk to animals' rights activists, they may say it is sinful.
Xa sithetha ke naba bantu abathi bamela amalungelo wezilwane bangathi bona yebo, isisono.
I don't know. Some people may say it's a bad thing. I don't know.
Abanye bathi bangathi yinto embi.
But because we are constrained by the symbology and the morality of the Bible,
Ngenxa yokuthi thina sigcinwe indlela efanga sifunde ngayo iBhayibhile
when I
nendlela
say,
efanga siziphathe ngayo.
when I say we, I mean John, the Revelator, who wrote these words.
Xa ndisithi thina ndithetha ngoJohn lo ebebhala incwadi.
He would not, and no one in his time would consider a human controlling a horse sinful.
Xa uzojonga ixesha lakhe akekho umuntu angathi ukukontrola isilwane okanye ihashe kusisono.
This means that because it is not sinful,
Kungenxa yokuthi asisosono ukuthi umuntu abe nobudlelwane obunje nesilwane nempongolo.
because it is not sinful, this whole package that is part of the prophecy
Yonke lento esibona apha phezulu iyingxenye yesiprofeti.
because it's not a sinful action.
Asiyonto okanye isenzo sinful esiyisono.
It becomes noise
Iba nje yingxolo kuphela
when it comes to setting time.
iba umsindo nje kuphela mase ukhuluma ngesikhathi.
Because what I forgot who was the person who was speaking about Revelation 17 first.
Ndilibele kuthi ngubani kanene umuntu ebethela ngoRevelation chapter 17 is timing.
But this person correctly identifies
Lo muntu yena uye wabonisa ngokucacileyo
that what Revelation 17 gives us
ukuthi iRevelation chapter 17 into esinikeza yona
is the beginning of the relationship.
isibonisa ke ukuqala kobudlelwane.
Because the Sunday law is a sinful act.
Into esibonayo kwiSunday law kwenzeka lokho kuyisono.
Like the very waymark, it's about a sinful action that was committed.
I-waymark lena ithetha ngesenzo esiyisono esenziweyo.
Let's, for example, draw a line.
Mandenza umzekelo ke ndidwebe umugca.
if we say, I'm going to change the topic. If we say the time of the end is the unsealing of the book of Daniel.
Xa nditshintsha itopic ndithi ixesha lokuphela kuvuleka kwexesha lokuphela,
And this triggers a increase of knowledge on the book of Daniel.
le nto lena ke izisa ukukhanya kwincwadi kaDaniel.
And you say, well, actually, the whole time of the end is a period where the book of Daniel is being more and more understood.
Uthi wena ke kakuhle kakuhle isisigaba okanye lixesha elithile apho abantu banikezwa khona ixesha lokuthi ba-understand okanye baqonde incwadi kaDaniel.
So someone may say the whole period is the time of the end.
Omnye umntu angathi lonke eli xesha lixesha lokuphela.
But then we ask, and when does it begin?
And omnye umntu abuze ke ukuthi ingabe iqala nini?
We must find a beginning point.
Ufanga sifumane apho iqala khona.
And that's how we say, well, time of the end, it's both a waymark and a period.
Kungakho ke sithi ke ixesha lokuphela yi-waymark and iyaqhubeleka.
But we can change time of the end for Sunday law.
Singakwazi ukutshintsha i-time of the end siyenze
So now-
i-Sunday law.
So now we say Sunday law, Sunday law.
Singathi ke i-Sunday law phezulu nasezantsi sibone i-Sunday law.
It is a period of sinful actions
Lixesha eli lokwenza kwesono okanye isono senziwa ngalo
committed by a certain entity.
xa yenziwa ngumntu othize.
The question becomes, when those actions begun?
Eso senzeka nini?
That's why it's so important the word beginning or the starting point.
Kungakho kubalulekile ukuthi siqonde ukuthi iqala nini.
And so, because beast and woman, which is part of the symbols,
ngenxa yokuthi i-beast nowesifazane bayingxenye ye-symbols,
and it is there to teach us things,
and ilapho ke ukuthi sifundise izinto.
because it is not sinful in itself,
Kungenxa yokuthi ayikho sinful ngokwayo.
we focused on this part.
Sigxile kakhulu kule part engaphansi.
The symbology of king and woman.
Kule symbol ke siyifumanayo yenkosi nalo wesifazane.
This is the actual sin of Revelation 17.
Sisona sono esisibonayo apha kwincwadi yezityhilelo.
And I want to say something.
Ndifuna ukuthetha into ethize.
Before we even discover that this king was married,
Phambi kokuthi sibone ukuthi le nkosi lena ishadile.
because I have heard people say, oh, you're just connecting this to adultery because you wanted to make it July.
Bakhona abantu ke bebesithi hayi le nto lena nina nidibanisa nje ne-adultery ngenxa yokuthi nifuna ukubonisa indaba kaJulayi.
You can't forget about adultery for a moment if you want.
Ungakubekela ecaleni indaba ye-adultery xa uthandayo.
That's actually what Revelation 17 is doing. It's not even telling you what kind of fornication is.
Into i-Revelation chapter 17 iyenza ayichazeli nokuthi bubudlelwane obunjani, i-adultery enjani.
The word fornication just means this is a sinful sexual relationship.
Into echazela yona nje ukuthi bubudlelwane obudibanisana nento ecansi.
And adultery is just one of the many ways in which sexual relationships can be sinful.
I-adultery ke yenye nje yendlela ebonisayo ukuthi ebonisayo indlela nje ukuthi zininzi indlela zocansi zingaba khona.
But we don't want to talk about the other ugly ways that fornication happens.
Sifuni ke noba ke singathethanga ngezezinye indlela ke.
This is just giving us this umbrella term of fornication.
Isinikeza nje i-umbrella ingqikithi yalento esithetha ngayo.
Forget about the king being married.
Khohlwa ukuthi inkosi ishadile.
Even if he's not married.
Noba ke ayishadile.
If you have a sexual relationship in the biblical times with a prostitute, that already is fornication.
Xa ujonga eBhayibhileni, xa uba nobudlelwane ne-prostitute eBhayibhileni ibonisa loo nto leyo ukuthi i-fornication leyo.
So just the fact, this is what I think, just the fact that this king is having a relationship with a prostitute, that already makes it fornication.
Nje obudlelwane obusibuvezelayo yibo obusenza ukuthi sibe nesiqiniseko sokuthi i-fornication ubudlelwane obungafanele bube khona.
Later on, by digging the hidden treasure, when we find out, well, he was actually married, well, that just makes it worse.
Xa sesigubha ke i-treasure kulapho ke ngoku siye sibone khona and iyenza le ndaba ke ibe worse.
And because it is sorry. And because it is a hidden treasure, well, that brings up many other things, information and light.
Ngenxa yokuthi ke i-hidden treasure izisa ke okukhanya okuninzi obu sibengakade singakuboni.
So in summary, Revelation 17
Xa sesishwakathela ke incwadi yeRevelation 17,
it's another proof for the Sunday law.
yenye i-proof esinayo ke for Sunday law.
Because it provides the topic of fornication.
Ngenxa yokuthi isinikeza ke le topic okanye lesi sihlobo se-adultery, se-fornication.
Meaning sinful sexual relationship.
Esixelela ke ngobudlelwane obu buphathekisana nezocansi ngaphakathi obungalunganga.
And the reason why we use Matthew 28
Isizathu sokuthi sisebenzise incwadi kaMatthew 28,
it is not the only place in the Bible, but it's the best place we could go to.
Asiyo kuphela indawo esingaya kuyo eBhayibhileni kodwa ke iyona elungileyo ukuthi siye kuyona.
Where we are told that fornication actually, the sinful act actually happens before you have the act, you actually sleep with that person.
Apho isiqale apho khona ukuthi i-fornication yenzeka phambi kokuthi wenze even leso sigabeko eso.
If you turn your page, your Bibles or whatever you have your Bible to Ezekiel 23.
Masiya kwincwadi yaka-Ezekiel 23.
See, a friend shared this verses with
Ukhona umnganami uye wandinikeza ke ezi vesi.
Mm. Let's go to Ezekiel 23, beginning in verse 14.
Masiye kwincwadi lena ke yaka-Ezekiel usuka phaa kwi-23 verse 14 qala khona.
It says, and that she increased her whoredoms, for when she saw men portrayed upon the wall, the images of the Chaldeans portrayed with vermilion, girded with girdles upon their lions, exceeding in dyed attire upon their heads, all of them princes to look to, after the manner of the Babylonians of Chaldea, the land of their nativity. And as soon as she saw them with her eyes, she doted upon them and sent messengers unto them into Chaldea. You can read.
My phone is freezing. Can someone who has it in Zulu read it for me, please?
Wengezela ebuhlebeni bakhe ngokuba wabona amadoda ayedwetshwe odongeni, imifanekiso yamakhaledi eyayilotshwe ngebomvu, ebhince amabhande okhalweni lwawo, enemishuqulu ebanzi emakhanda, onke ebonakala njengezikhulu ngokwesimo sabaseBhabhele ababezelwe ezweni laseKhaldiya. Ekubaboneni kwamehlo akhe wabakhanukela, wathuma kubo izithunywa eKhaldiya.
Thank you. Can you help me with verse 16 when it says, and as soon as she saw them with her eyes, she doted upon them? What does doted upon them means?
Ngicela sithethe ngale verse 16. Ingabe xa kusithiwa wathi ebabona walangazelela isho ukuthini?
Doted upon. What does it say in the other translation that you had? Someone was reading.
Ithini time?
Desired.
Desire.
Desire.
Thank you. So she doted upon them, right? She desired them.
Wayebalangazelela.
So I ask, when does she desire them? When does the verse says she desired them when she did what?
Ivesi ithi uye wabalangazelela nini?
When she saw them.
When she saw them with her eyes, it says. With her eyes.
Babona ngamehlo wakhe.
Verse 17, it says, and the Babylonians came to her into the bed of love.
Ithi ke abaseBhabhele beza kuye ebhedini wothando.
So, two moments. We have, let's do it here. We have two times.
siney'khathi ezimbili esizibonayo lana.
When they came to bed with her, that would be moment number 2.
Xa bese besiza ke ebhedini kuye, siye sithi i-moment yesibini ke leyo.
Moment number 1, it says, when she saw them on the walls, she desired them.
Ithi ke i-moment yokuqala, xa ke babona emadongeni wabalangazelela.
So the desired happened here.
Ithi ukulangazelela kwenzeke apha kule yokuqala i-point.
And when they went to bed, that happened here.
Xa bese besiyabona ebhedini yenzeka apha kule point yesibini.
Desire means lust.
Ukulangazelela kusho ukuthi ukulangazelela ukhalela.
Then when you read the words of Jesus, we know Jesus is speaking of something they already knew.
Siyayazi ukuthi uYesu Kristu uyebethetha ngento besebona beyazi.
At least that's my way of putting it.
Phofu iyona ndlela engingayibeka ngayo mina leyo.
Jesus said, "But I say unto you, whosoever looketh on a woman to lust
Uthi ke
has already committed adultery in his heart."
Uthi ke uYesu yena lowo oze abuke owesifazane emlangazelela, lowo seke rhexezile nalowo owesifazana ngaphakathi kwakhe enhliziyweni.
So Jesus has moved the sin from moment number 2 to moment number 1.
uYesu ke yena ukurhexeza ukususile apha kule point number 2 wakubeka apha kule point number 1.
And remember, we are trying to look for the start.
Sikhumbulani ukuthi sifuna ukujonga apho iqala khona
The
ingxaki.
beginning.
Apho kuqalwa khona.
So when you go to the election cycle,
So xa sesibuyela back kwiindaba zokhetho,
you don't go to January,
awubuyeli kuJanuwari,
because January would be moment number 2.
uJanuwari iba yinto eyenzeka okanye ipoint yesibini.
You don't go to November,
Awubuyeli emva kuNovember,
because in November, the king and the woman, they already know each other.
ngenxa yokuthi inkosi nalo wesifazana already bayazana ngelo xesha.
The woman has been campaigning to win the king's favor for months already.
Inkosi lo wesifazane kudala ekhankasa iinyanga ukuthi azuze lona owesilisa okanye le nkosi.
This is symbolic, but I will put it this way.
Lento lena isymbolic, umfanekiso, kodwa ngizoyibeka ngale ndlela.
In November, they take hands.
NgoNovember babambana ngezandla.
Like they are together now.
Into ebonisa ukuthi aba bantu bayinto enye babonke.
But they haven't consummated yet, because that's going to happen in November, in January.
Into yabo abakayivezi esihlangalele ngenxa yokuthi izokwenzeka nini ngoNovember.
That makes us look back somewhere before January and November. When does they look at each other?
Leyo nto leyo isenza ukuthi sijonge uNovember noJanuwari ukuthi kahle kahle abantu bajongana nini.
The reason we don't go before July,
isizathu sokuthi singayi phambi kukaJuly,
it's because before July, Trump was not even the official candidate.
kungenxa yokuthi uTrump xa simjonga phambi kukaJulayi ebengakabi ngumntu lo bamkhethayo.
In fact, before July, it means that anybody could be the woman, and the woman is among many.
Phambi kukaJulayi wonke umuntu ibingaba ngowesifazane.
But in July 18th, by law, Trump became the official candidate.
Kodwa-ke xa ukufika kuJulayi by ngokomthetho uDonald Trump iba nguye umuntu okhethwayo. Thank you so much.
It's only from July onward that the woman is, we're going to use the word visible.
Kuqala nje kuJulayi kuya phambili kulapho sibona abonakala khona.
And this word visibility is very important.
Igama lokubonakala libaluleke kakhulu.
Because Jesus said, whosoever looketh.
Uthi ke uYesu yena umuntu nje ojongayo.
But Ezekiel, what does Ezekiel say?
Ingabe uEzekiel yena uthini?
23:16, and as soon as she saw them with her eyes, she thoughted upon them, she desired them.
Wathi ke yena ubabona wabalangazelela.
So it's a matter of visibility.
Yinto into ebonakalayo.
And you could say,
Wena ungathi,
well, the woman, it was invisible in a way because she wasn't still the official candidate.
ungathi ke owesifazane ebengenguye ngenxa yokuthi ebengabonakali.
But let's say that the king is here. Oops, what was that? Let's say the king, it's right here, standing. He is visible. She is able to see him.
Masithi ke inkosi ilana, lo wesifazane yena uyakwazi ukumbona.
But the Sunday law isn't about when she see him.
Isande lo kodwa ayithethi ngokuthi xa yena embona.
Revelation 17 says that it is a sinful act. Sinning.
Ithi sisono esenzakalayo.
Sin, by definition, is the following.
Isono xa sisicacisa sithetha ukuthi
Sin happens here, right?
isono senzeka apha.
What was it before sin?
Yibi yintoni ngaphambi kwayo?
What is before sin? What happens? Or what's happening?
Yintoni enzakala phambi kwesono? It's desire.
No, the desire is the sin. Here is desire.
Ukulangazelela kulapha kwesono, sisono.
Remember, Jesus said, when you look at it, you already sinned.
Khumbulani ukuthi uYesu yena wathi xa unjonga nje sisono leso.
What is someone doing before sin?
Yintoni eyenzakalayo phambi kwesono?
Nature of humanity? Anybody remembers?
Masijonga ke sifunde senature yomuntu.
Thinking. They are thinking before they desire.
No sin. That's what's before sin.
Isono asikho.
Sin means that at some point you were not sinning and then you started sinning. You committed.
Isono sithi phambi kwesono awenzi isono, kodwa ke xa se usenza kulapho uqala khona ukwenza isono.
If the Bible is saying that this king, who by the way is the 7th king, committed fornication, it means he was not committing fornication at some point.
Le nkosi yes-7 usho ukuthi ngaphambili ibikade ibingayenzi isono apha ibonisa ukuthi yenza isono.
But you know who was actually committing fornication?
Niyayazi kahle kahle ibingubani lona owenza isono
Since forever?
ukusukela ekuqaleni.
It's a woman. That's actually, this sounds very bad, but that's actually her job. She's a prostitute.
Ngulo wesifazana kodwa isanda imbi kakhulu ngulo wesifazana ngenxa yokuthi lonke ixesha ibingumsebenzi wakhe.
She's presented to us as sinning already.
Ubonisa njengomuntu owenza isono or ngaphambili.
But Revelation 17:2 says,
kodwa xa sijonga incwadi kaRevelation chapter 2:17,
with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
Ithi ibonisa inkosi zomhlaba zenze isono naye.
That implies that they at some point were not committing fornication with her, and then they started to do it.
Ibonisa ukuthi ngaphambili kubukhona ixesha apho bebengayenzi isono naye kodwa kufike ixesha apho baqala khona ukwenza isono naye.
So to finish, the marker for the sin of the Sunday law is not when the woman can see the king. She can see the king long before.
Ayisho ukuthi ke kulapho inkosi ibona khona wesifazane dala imbona lo wesifazane.
And she's already a sinner.
Yena wenza isono already.
The marker is, when does the king see the woman and desired?
Kunini apho inkosi ibone khona lo wesifazana and ilangazelele ke lo wesifazana.
And that can only happen from July 18th.
And loo nto leyo ke ingaqala nje ukwenzeka nini ngoJuly 18.
At July 18th.
Ngale date yakaJuly 18.
Okay, that's all I wanted to share.
Kulokho nje ngifuna ukwabelana nani ngakho.
So I hope it was helpful.
Yes, it was a blessing. Ngiyathemba ukuthi it was ibisisibusiso kakhulu.
Just reading a couple of things that I haven't seen. Can the 10-year cycle be explained 2014-2024?
Ingabe ke icycle lena yeminyaka eyi-10 iphendule le ndaba ye-cycle ye-elections.
Thank you, Zodwa, for the question. I actually don't have anything to say about that. Sorry about that.
Ndiyabulela Zodwa ngombuzo kodwa anikwazi nokuyiphendula, andinanto engayiphendula.
Okay. If anyone has any other question or any comment you want to make?
If ukhona umuntu onombuzo okanye enephuzo efuna udlulisa.
Thank you for the study, Petro.
Siyabulela kakhulu Petro ngesifundo sakho.
I would like to ask just one question about the 17th of December.
Ngithanda nje ukubuza umbuzo othile nge-17 zaka December.
Where does that date fit in within the period of the Sunday law?
Ingabe ke elo xesha lingenaphi kule ndaba esetha ngayo yomthetho sonto?
You said
I think that's
December, you said?
17th of December 2024.
Okay.
At the Electoral College,
Okay.
that voting, where does it fit in? Because when I look at the consummation of January 2025 and compare it with 17 December, so I get a little bit confused there. If you can just explain that one. Thank you.
Okay.
So uThami becala nje ngincacisela ukuthi uDisemba 17 xesha le-electoral vote ingenaphi kule ngxoxo lena. Yeah, ngicela ngincacisela khona apho nje.
So to make it very simple, it is part of the steps after the Sunday law.
Ukuyenza nje ibe lula ngamanye amanyathelo abakhona emveni kwe-Sunday law after what?
After the Sunday law,
Emveni kwe-Sunday law.
it is an important step in the real world, like the election, like the inauguration.
Ngamanyathelo abaluleke kakhulu afana emveni kwe-inauguration nazo zonke izinto ezenzekayo.
But as far as I understand, there's nothing prophetically pointing to it.
Kodwa-ke ndiyaqonda ukuthi ayikho into esiprofetha ekhomba khona.
I understand that what we were required to do was to find the beginning.
Into endiqonda ukuthi kufaka siyayenza ukuthi sifumane lapho iqala khona.
Because the Sunday law and the story of Revelation 17 is about the fornication.
Ibali ke silifumana kwincwadi yaka-Revelation libali elithetha nge-fornication.
Yeah, it's fine. At some point they go to bed and they have sex.
Kokuqala bayadibana babe nocansi ke ababanana.
Regardless of where you want to place that,
Kungakhathalisekile ukuthi uyifuna uyibekaphi wena loo nto leyo.
what we care about is the beginning.
Into esiyikhathalele kakhulu ukuthi iqalaphi.
And that's why it's when the king looks at the woman.
Kulapho inkosi ijonga lo wesifazane.
When she became visible to him in July 18th.
Apho yena ambona khona. Apho simaka khona sithi ngoJuly 18.
So in the actual election cycle, it is part of the process.
Kwi-election cycle yingxenye ye-elections leyo.
But I don't see personally anything prophetically pointing to December 17.
Akho nto endiyibonayo ekhombisa khona apha.
I hope that helped.
Ndiyathemba lokho kuyasiza kakhulu.
Helps. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Siyabulela kakhulu.
And thank you everybody for the inputs and the comments and the feedback.
Siyabulela kubo bonke abo bakwazile ukugcwalisa nemibuzo ebekhona. Just to thank you, Petro. It clarified so many things, especially why Revelation 17 it's important actually on this subject.
Thank you, Tando. Thank you so much. Thank you for the translation as well.
Siyabulela kakhulu.
Well, we're about to have another study. We are blessed.
Yes, sibusekile ngoba kukhona isifundo esisazoqala futhi.
Let's close with a word of prayer.
Masithandazeni ke.
Dear God, thank you so much for the time that we were able to spend together. For the precious love that was guaranteed and that we know for sure it's granted to us freely. We can look at the cross and the sacrifice, and we know that you love us, each and every one of us. Help us then to be faithful to our call and to do our part in our daily lives, in transforming our actions and the way that we see the people around us. And bless us with the following study of Elder Parminder. I ask you all these things in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
So
Thank you
much.
all. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Petro.
Thank you. Thank you,
All the
Peter.
Thank you, Twin. Thank you for everything. Take care, everybody.
cheers. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.